All right. I hope all of you can see my screen. Um,
Yes, sir.
yes, in IELTS reading, when now in these sessions, all of you are facing IELTS academic. So in academic IELTS, in reading, as you know, there will be only 3 passages. Okay. So, but for general students, there will be how many passages? There will be 5 to 6 small passages for the general students, right? But whatever it is, whether it is general or academic, there will be 40 questions and you will have only 60 minutes, right? In IELTS reading, most of the important thing is you need to remember there are 40 questions and you have 60 minutes, right? So please mute your mic and just bear with me. Now this is the criteria of the reading marks. Okay, now in academic, if you guys are expecting 7 point out of 40, your average should be 30 to 30 or 32. If you are expecting 7.5, it should be 33 to 34. And if you are expecting nearly 8 point, then 35 to 36 answer should be corrected, right? And in general talks, it is different because in general there are what you call small passages, so not difficult as academic reading passages. So the marking criteria is also different. To score 7.0, definitely in general, right, if reading, they have to score 34 to 35 marks, right? So you guys should be aware in which level should you be. Okay, now, today I'm going to just discuss with you guys about uh, 10 reading tips. How to get band score 9, right? How to score band 9 in reading. So, I'm just going to share you my tips, right? Actually, it is not my tips. So most of the students in abroad, in foreign countries, they use these tips. So just try. Now, number one. The number one is read the instruction carefully, right? Now, remember guys, now sometimes in the reading tasks, there will be the question like this, choose one word only. Now, whenever there's a question type called choose one word only, then remember even the articles and the, right? These are also considered as a word. So you are not allowed to use an article whenever you are having this type of questions. So you have to use only one word, right? So you cannot use a cat. Now, just for an example, fill in the blanks, or you just select with the one word. Now, in the passage, you found the answer as a cat. But in the blank, you must write only cat. You are not supposed to use articles because articles are also considered as a word, right? Then, number two, you have to divide your time correctly. Understand? So, for the academic reading students, what I'm saying is there will be 3 passages, so you guys need to divide your time. I mean 20 minutes for the first passage, 20 minutes for the second passage, and 20 minutes for the last passage, right? Now whenever you are doing the reading, now you might feel that you got stuck on one questions, right? So whenever you get stuck on one question, just leave it that, okay, and move to this another questions, but don't never ever stuck. I mean, stick with the one questions that if you don't know the answer, just leave it, right? Then once you are done with the all questions, then come back to the this stuck questions and just try to find the answers, right? And tip number 3 is, Pute, remember there is a order in the each passages, right? Everything is in the order, so questions follow the same order at the reading passage. Remember that all the questions they follow the same order at the reading passage. Now, for example, now whenever you are finding the answer, suddenly you found the answer for the question number 2, right? But you are unable to find the question answer for question number 1. So what you have to do is just now, if you found the answer for question number 2 in the fourth line of the first paragraph, then the answer for the number 1 must be between 1 to 3 lines of the first paragraph, right? Because in IELTS, especially the whenever we are discussing or doing the list of heading activities, this pattern is very useful for us to find the answer, because all the answers are in the order, so no need to worry, right? And tip number 4, right? The most important thing is this, because in reading, what our students are doing is they are worried about the unknown words. And what they do is they waste time to find the meaning of those unknown words. But actually, in reading, what you have to do is just try to understand the context. Okay? Just try to understand the context. If possible, try to guess the word by the characteristics. Now, just try to guess. I mean, the word by the characteristic means here, Davishka, what you have to do is now just go through the heading of the passage. From the passage, if it is about the owl, if it is about the cat, if it is about the bridge, if it is about the mirage, if it is about the ocean, just try to guess what does it mean, what is the passage about from the basic characteristics, right? And try out different reading strategies. Now, many of the students, they have different types of reading strategies, right? Now, what I prefer is before going to the reading passages, what I do is I read the question first. But there are some students, what they do is they read the entire passage and they come to the questions, right? So you can try out different types of way as possible to find the answers, right? Because my way cannot be the similar for you, right? Your way cannot be similar for me sometimes, but you can try out. Okay, first I will go through the reading the questions, and then I will understand the questions, then I will find the answer from the passage. But meanwhile, some students do the another thing. First, they read the passage, then only they go to the question and find the answer, right? So you can use different types of reading strategies that makes you familiar, right? And tip number 6 is, guys, practice, right? Why we need to practice is because practice makes us perfect, right? So you have to practice with the different types of what you call using reading strategies, and just practice as much as you can, right? And next thing is cross out the wrong answers, especially with the list of heading. Now, there will be the 9 list of heading, but you have to select only 3 answers, right? If you feel that the answer is not matching with the passage, then directly you can cross out, right? You can remove. If you feel the answer is 100% wrong, just cross it out, right? And another most important thing is, if you don't know the answer, guys, please do not leave the blank empty, right? Try to write at least something that you think it is suitable, right? In that case, what you have to do is try your luck, see whether your luck is working or not. Sometimes it may work, right? So in reading, you are not supposed to make any kind of spelling mistakes, right? And just try to believe in yourself. Remember, guys, I also did the same tips. I used these tips when I faced my IELTS exam, right? And I was able to score the band score about 8.5. So if I can do it, definitely you guys also can do it, right? So just try to follow these tips and try to what you call